Keeping venomous reptiles is an unforgiving hobby, requiring proper training and lots of experience. One simple mistake can be the difference between life and death. Remember, the most venomous snake in the world is the one that just bit you. There are no venomous snakes with training wheels. Just because you see viperkeeper handle snakes a certain way does not mean you should try it too.
He really ventures out. I don't want you trapped. I want you to have some area of escape. There it is. Well, there you go, huh? You happy now? Mr. Forest Cobra. The genus, well, I'm sorry, not the genus. Melanoluca has been broken down into about 4 different groups of forest cobras. They're all separate species. They thought it was all one species, but now we have like 4 of them. I don't recall, I haven't read the paper yet, what all the names are, but they're from different geographical regions in Africa. And there's actually an insular form that's on an island that's been there long enough to evolve and be have enough difference in DNA that they gave it its status as a separate species or a subspecies.
He's got mud on the side of his face.
Yes, yeah. And she's got the substrate.
Got a little trouble there with that substrate, huh?
Yep, shake and bake. Get in there. Come on. Okay, no theatrics today. He's going to be like, that's not nearly enough, Mr. Viperkeeper. But again,
Good sized snake.
yeah, he's really sort of on the obese side. He is very food oriented, and it's you know, he's he's definitely interested in feeding. And like, you know, if you go back through some of my videos featuring forest cobras, they're the easiest snakes to trick to go into a tube and bag. All you do is you take a frozen thawed mouse, you just leave it frozen and just knock it around inside the tube and then into the bag, take it out, and then the dumb forest cobra will every single time go down the tube into the bag and then realize it's a trap. And you can easily bag them or manipulate them that way. But yeah, they're funny snakes, very food oriented. Well, Mr. Brown looks pretty relaxed right now, but as soon as I touch his cage, I'm sure that he will wake up and come over. And he's that quick. Hi, dude. He's another funny snake. Very, very quick. Mulga snakes are just incredibly fast. know you're watching.
He's done, so.
Okay, well, I got another for him. Yes, I'm going to do some rats here in a minute there, Elvis. And whenever Mr. Brown's cage is open, you better have some rats.
Yes, that's why I brought your attention back over here.
Or at least something to eat, because he's just very quick and
not shy about coming out of its cage.
yes.
And I don't want to be chased out of the room by a mulga snake. That would not be fun.
Well, I think he would go and not after you or towards you. I'd be more if this was one of the taipans. That would be a different story. Okay, there you go, dude. That's your food allotment for this week. As you can see, he's got good weight, and I don't want to overfeed him. Alright, well, let's do some more mice and a couple of rats. He's the Lair's garbage disposal. Anything that's left over, he'll happily swallow. He even tries to swallow the tongs sometimes. And we have video of him trying to do that. He had the tongs, the feeding tongs, a good 6 inches down his throat one day. Wouldn't let go. And of course, I didn't want to injure him. Eventually he's like, well, this is not going the way I wanted it to, so he gave him up. Okay, so let's leave him alone. This is Pocos Daughter, and Pocos Daughter is like a missile launch complex ready for operation. When you slide this open, the head immediately comes up and hopefully doesn't lock onto you. But locks on to the tasty morsel which we are providing. Now, looking at her size, I think it's very close to the time where she gets a real cage. So we'll just let her eat her tasty morsel and move on. Okay, in here is one of the youngest Death Adders that I have. They're a couple years old now because actually their mother and their father are no longer with us. So these are like F3 generation Death Adders. And she puts on this lovely cold alluring display, not subtle in any sense of the word. And so for such a nice display, we reward her with a treat. Oh, happy Death Adder! What? You stop. Come on, keep going. There you go. Happy Death Adder. Is that tasty, huh? Are you a happy girl now? See, the thing is I can't find Irian-Jhawan, Papua New Guinea smooth Death Adders anymore. So I can't find an unrelated male for her. I have her granddad downstairs, but that's not appropriate. I don't even breed unless I have no other option. But I'm holding out in hopes that I can find an appropriate male for her. Well, we haven't worked with these guys on camera since I threw one at Mrs. Viperkeeper. Tonight's feeding night, and as you can see, they're very eager feeders. Now, with some snakes, it's best that you don't give them larger items because that's a little rough on their digestive tract, and sometimes they will regurgitate them. So we're working with small pinks, and we just feed them more often, like every third day. This way their tummy is not overloaded, and they're growing. As you can see, these Russell's vipers are quite lovely. And they're feeding just really, really well, thank goodness, because you don't want to have to wrap your fingers around their little pointy heads, because the venom is just evil. Well, what was that? Huh? Come on, there you go. And we're not going to dwell and watch them suck down the whole thing, but you get the idea. It's sort of fun watching them do their strike thing, and this gal is poised for action. They do like to soak. Now, the person that bred the parents said, oh, keep them very dry because they're from Pakistan. So we have them on paper towels to keep them dry, but they seem to like to sit in their water dishes. So that's not exactly dry, from what I understand. You know, I could be wrong, but water dishes with water in them have this tendency to be wet.
Well, there you go. The snakes that come from wet countries hate being wet and want to be kept dry. The ones that come from dry countries, it's like, oh my gosh, water, oh boy, oh boy.
Oop, oop, oop. This little boy is the runner of the bunch, but generally speaking, when he realizes that I'm visiting with food, he changes his attitude. As you can see, that's a very interested sort of posture now. You want that or not? You're going to strike it. So I'm just going to leave it there, and he will generally eat it between striking at me and trying to escape. Hi there. Would you like this? As you can see, their patterns are just spectacular. Huh? You want this? Oh, you do. Oh, you're gonna let it go, huh? Okay. Some of them are skittish, so we just we don't want them upset. We want them to relax. We want them to eat.
The next one down.
Here?
Yep.
Hello. Would you like this, huh? Oh, yeah, I'll say. Well, I was going to dance it over there, but it didn't dance very far. So, needless to say, you don't want to have your fingers in there, because they would mistake your fingers for pinkies. I wonder that's why they're called pinkies, is because they look like human pinkies. Would you like this, huh? Go ahead. It doesn't matter at this size. You should be able to eat it from either direction. Go on. Go on. All right. Be that way. We're on this level? Yes. Hello. Hmm? Come on. Oh, okay. Now you got it. Vicious little suckers. Now, these kill more people in the range than most other venomous snakes combined.
Yeah, that's the one above there.
There's a lovely video on YouTube of what their venom does to blood in a tube. Well, that's basically what it does to blood in your venous and arterial system. Oh. There you go. Small tidbits for a long snake. But this is the way we work it here, because we tried, a little bit bigger, and they were not happy with that, so we went to small, and they seemed to like that. Now, one thing Mrs. Viperkeeper and I have found out is somehow they mix the pinky with glue in their digestive tract, and the poop just really sticks to everything in the tub. You have to really scrub it out. We don't understand that biological function, but they definitely have cells that secrete Gorilla Glue in their colon. Oh, we have a very pretty shedding. Look at that. Oh, we have a...
Oh, and it's either running or wanting to eat. Oh gosh, it's already made a big mess in there too.
Yes. Speaking of poop with Gorilla Glue.
We just cleaned these cages.
Can I have this? I guess I can. Now, Lori and I have discussed this in the past, and some snakes, their sheddings have no color left in them, whereas these Russell's vipers and others leave a very beautiful pattern that you can safely hold and appreciate.
Yes.
You wouldn't want to hold one of those. Oh yes, that goes. $500 to anybody who wants to come here and free handle any of these little Russell's vipers. You're responsible for what happens to you, but you get $500. I bet, oh, you really sucked that down. I bet the free handlers would not last 2 seconds trying to pick one of those up.
They definitely are bite first, ask questions. Never.
Never.
Just bite.
Yes, they're very bitey. No, I got your attention, huh? There you go. I wish all snakes ate as well as these guys, though. These are just very easy to get.
Oh, we got a runner.
Here. Okay. Escape first unless they're offering food. And then we'll reconsider that. So that's the Russell's vipers, and I have one morsel left over, so we'll feed another highly hemotoxic snake, and that's our young Egyptian saw-scale vipers. Would you like that? These are captive bred and hatched. No?
Oh, he's all defensive.
Must be the camera. Hello, would you like this? No, I don't like leftovers. How about you, huh? Normally I just leave these guys, so that's exactly what I'll do. And if it's not eaten by tomorrow morning, I'll remove it. But these were the 3 of the 4 babies hatched. One didn't make it. It was the last clutch of eggs I got from the mother. The mother I've had in my collection since 2003. One of the oldest snakes in my collection, and she was an adult when I received her. I bred her several times, but this last time before she passed, she produced viable eggs. Now, there's papers and studies out there that basically say that for some reason male Echis pyramidum or Egyptian sawscale vipers become sterile in captivity. No one knows why. It's not well studied, but this is what they found. So I had to supply her with a fresh male from the wild at the right time of the year, which was not so easy to do, but it paid off. I got some nice babies from her, so this is her legacy. So I will hopefully get some other adult male and females to breed with these to continue her bloodline.